When you think of Brazil, you might picture Christ the Redeemer towering over Rio, or the vibrant energy of Carnival, with its dazzling costumes and samba rhythms filling the streets. Or maybe your mind drifts to the golden sands of Copacabana, where sunbathers and surfers gather under the warm Brazilian sun, and the ocean sparkles with life. These are the images you'll find on postcards and travel brochures. Iconic, beautiful, and undeniably real. But they only scratch the surface of what Brazil truly is. Today, we're stepping off the well-trodden tourist trail to discover a Brazil that millions of people experience every single day. A Brazil that's vibrant, complex, and full of surprises. This is a world alive with bustling street markets, where vendors call out their wares, and laughter echoes through neighborhood squares, revealing a spirit of incredible resilience and joy. Just a few streets away from the famous landmarks, daily life unfolds at its own pace, with a unique rhythm and beauty that's often overlooked by visitors. Here, music drifts through the air, and people dance not for the camera, but for the sheer love of the moment, celebrating life in all its colors. Our journey is about connection, about understanding that a country is defined by its people, their stories, and their everyday experiences, not just its monuments or famous sites. We'll wander through neighborhoods filled with the rich aroma of home-cooked feijoada, where families gather around the table to share meals and memories. The sound of children playing soccer in the streets, their laughter ringing out, reminds us of the simple joys that unite communities everywhere. Let's peel back the layers together and see Brazil through a new lens, one that captures the real, authentic, and everyday moments that make this country so extraordinary. So come along, and let's go find the stories waiting to be told, just around the corner, in the heart of a different Brazil. Can someone truly live in Brazil on $700 a month? That's about 3,800 reais. For many, this isn't a challenge, it's daily reality. Our goal isn't just to see if it's possible, but to understand how it's done. This isn't about a tourist living cheaply, it's about stepping into the shoes of a local. What does that budget cover? Rent, food, transport, and maybe a little for leisure. We'll talk to people, see their budgets in action, and break down the real costs. It's about the creativity, resourcefulness, and community that make that number work. We're here to learn, observe, and connect, not judge. Let's begin. Our first stop is Copacabana, famous, electric, and expensive. A simple lunch here can cost $20, and rent is sky high. But just a short bus ride away, the scene changes. We enter a comunidade, narrow streets, self-built homes, and daily life unfolding. Here, life is raw and resourceful, not curated for tourists. Family-run eateries serve hearty meals for a few dollars, and local markets replace designer boutiques. This is where our $700 budget starts to make sense. Most of the city's workforce lives in these neighborhoods, far from the tourist gaze. The two worlds, luxury and local, are deeply connected. The people serving tourists often live in the communities we're visiting. They bridge these realities every day. Understanding this connection is key to understanding the real Brazil. Housing is the biggest expense everywhere, and Brazil is no different. In Rio de Janeiro, the cost of rent can shape your entire experience of the city, influencing not just where you live, but how you live. In famous neighborhoods like Copacabana or Ipanema, rent alone can eat up our entire budget. These areas are known for their beautiful beaches and vibrant nightlife, but the price tag is steep, often out of reach for most locals. So, we look where locals look, toward the North Zone or the sprawling favela communities, where life is more affordable and authentic. In the North Zone, a basic one-bedroom apartment rents for about $220 a month. These neighborhoods offer a more realistic option for those on a tighter budget. Suddenly, our budget feels possible. Living here means you can focus on other priorities, like food, transportation, and enjoying the city. In favelas, rent can be even lower, sometimes just $130 for a two-room home. These communities are vibrant and full of life, but come with their own set of challenges. But there are trade-offs: less reliable utilities, occasional water shortages, and fewer public services. Safety and infrastructure can vary greatly from one area to another. For $150 or $250 a month, you get a safe, private space, but it's usually further from the city center, meaning you'll spend more time commuting. It means a longer commute and a different lifestyle, with more time spent on public transport or walking to reach work and amenities. But it also means being part of a real community, where neighbors know each other and daily life is shared. For many, this trade-off is the foundation of life in Rio. It's about balancing affordability with quality of life and a sense of belonging. To live affordably, you must live away from the tourist-heavy areas, embracing the local rhythm and culture. That's the reality for millions, finding home in the heart of Rio, even if it's far from the postcard views. With housing sorted, next comes food. The answer? The feira, a weekly outdoor market, the heart of every neighborhood. Here, you find fresh fruits, vegetables, cheese, and meat at a fraction of supermarket prices. It's more than shopping. It's a social ritual. A huge bag of bananas costs about $1, and staples like rice and beans are just a few dollars. By shopping at the feira and cooking at home, you can eat well for $100, $150 a month. This is the secret to making the budget work. Supermarkets are pricier. The feira is where you find value and community. Eating this way isn't a sacrifice, it's a joy. It's about living richly by connecting with your food and your neighbors. To truly understand what it means to live on this budget, we need to listen to the voices of those who experience it every single day. Their stories reveal the real challenges, sacrifices, and small victories that numbers alone can't capture. Take Marcos, for example, a hard-working construction worker who lives with his wife and children in the North Zone. His income is modest, but he makes every real possible effort to provide for his family and keep their spirits high. For Marcos and his wife, rent always comes first. Next are the utilities, and then whatever is left goes toward food. His wife has become an expert at stretching every meal, making sure nothing goes to waste and everyone gets enough to eat. Despite the tight budget, Marcos prioritizes his children's education above all else. Any extra money, no matter how small, is set aside for school supplies, books, and uniforms because he believes education is the key to a better future. Then there's Sofia, a supermarket cashier who lives alone. Her budget is even tighter, and she has to make tough choices every month just to get by. For Sofia, unexpected expenses, like needing medicine or having her phone break, can completely throw off her plans for the month. There's no safety net, so she has to be creative and resourceful to manage. There's little room for emergencies, but Sofia still finds joy in life's simple pleasures. A sunny day at the beach with friends or gathering with neighbors to watch a favorite soap opera. These moments bring happiness and connection. These stories highlight not just struggle, but incredible resilience. They show how people lean on each other and the importance of community in overcoming daily hardships. In these neighborhoods, neighbors help each other out, and families often pool their resources to make ends meet. Sharing is a way of life, and generosity is common. This support network is essential. It's the unspoken currency that truly makes life possible here, providing comfort and hope when times are tough. Here, wealth isn't just about money. It's measured in relationships, in laughter, and in the bonds that hold families and friends together. That's the real richness of Brazilian life, the warmth, the togetherness, and the strength found in community. After rent and food, transportation is a major expense. Most people rely on Rio's extensive bus system, about $40 a month for daily commutes. Many spend hours each day in transit, trading time for affordable housing. Trains and metro are faster, but don't reach all neighborhoods. Utilities, electricity, water, gas, add another $50, $70 monthly. A basic phone plan is about $10, but it's essential for work and staying connected. After all necessities, there's little left for extras. Every dollar is carefully managed. It's a daily juggling act, requiring discipline and foresight. This is the reality for millions of Brazilian families. With such a tight budget, where does joy come from? In Brazil, happiness is found in public spaces and community. The beach is the great equalizer, free and open to all. Weekend barbecues, shared meals, and music in the square cost little but mean everything. Samba circles form spontaneously, filling the air with music and dance. Culture and connection are woven into daily life, accessible to everyone. Financial struggles are real, but the Brazilian spirit creates joy from simple moments. People over possessions, that's the priority. The best things in life here truly are free. That's the heart of Brazil. Our journey ends, but the lessons linger. Living on $700 a month is possible, but it takes resourcefulness and community. The real wealth here isn't money. It's connection, culture, and joy in the everyday. What stays with me is the warmth of Marcos's home, Sophia's spirit, and the sense of belonging at the feira. Brazil teaches us that wealth is measured in relationships, not bank accounts. Behind every statistic are stories of resilience and happiness. Travel is about seeking the real, listening and connecting. We are all connected, no matter where we live or what we earn. I hope this journey opened your heart to a different Brazil. Until next time, travel with love.